I never expected a favor to change my entire life. My name is Jake Miller. I'm 28 years old, and this is the story of how helping my best friend's mom with her dating profile led me into uncharted emotional territory, one I never saw coming. Ryan and I have been inseparable since freshman year at university. The kind of friendship where you finish each other's sentences, where family feels like your own. His mom, Melissa, has always been a warm presence. Kind but with an edge, smart and independent, the kind of woman who carried herself with quiet strength. But then things changed. Melissa got divorced a year ago after her husband left her for someone younger. It shattered her world, or at least that's what I thought. Instead of breaking down, she buried herself in work, running her small art gallery, barely leaving the house. Ryan was worried about her. So one day he asked me, "Jake, can you help Mom with this dating app thing? She's lost." I hesitated. Helping a friend's mom? It felt awkward, weird even, but I said yes. The first time Melissa came to my apartment, she looked completely different from the confident woman I knew. Her hair was shorter, her eyes tired but still fierce. She sat down stiffly on my couch, pulled out her phone and said, "I'm too old for this, Jake. I don't even know where to start." We spent hours going through photos, rewriting her profile, trying to find the right words. But beneath her words, I saw something else, a loneliness, a vulnerability I'd never noticed. I found myself listening more than talking, wanting to understand her. As days turned into weeks, I found reasons to spend more time with Melissa. Sometimes it was to help with the profile, other times just because we'd started sharing stories. She told me about her dreams before marriage, her love for painting, and the moments she'd sacrificed to hold her family together. One evening, we were sitting on her porch, sipping coffee, the city lights flickering below. She laughed softly at a joke I made, and suddenly I saw her not as my best friend's mom, but as a woman with depth, beauty, and fire. That night, as I was leaving, Melissa said quietly, "Jake, what if I don't want someone else? What if I want you?" My heart stopped. I looked back at her, unsure if I'd heard right. "You're young," she continued, "and I'm not. But when we talk, it feels like I'm alive again. Do you feel it too?" I didn't know what to say. Everything in me screamed no, but something deeper said yes. We agreed to keep a secret, for Ryan, for the world. We knew how complicated this was. But the moments we shared became electric, filled with tension and desire. One night, Melissa reached for my hand. The touch was gentle but set off a storm inside me. I realized then that this was more than just a fling or a moment of weakness. It was real, but secrets don't stay buried. Ryan found out. The confrontation was brutal. He looked at me with a mix of betrayal and confusion. "You're my best friend," he said, voice shaking. "And you're dating my mom?" I tried to explain, but words failed. Melissa stood silently, tears streaming down her face. Ryan stormed out, leaving us alone in a silence heavier than anything I'd ever felt. The weeks that followed were cold. Ryan avoided us both. The trust shattered. Melissa and I questioned everything. Were we selfish? Was our love worth the pain it caused? But every time I saw Melissa, I knew I couldn't walk away. She was the light I didn't know I needed. Slowly, Ryan started coming around. He saw that Melissa was happier, more alive. He realized this wasn't about replacing anyone. It was about finding happiness where it was least expected. Today, Ryan, Melissa, and I are still figuring it out. 3 people bound by love, pain, and the messy, beautiful chaos of life. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that love doesn't follow rules. Sometimes it breaks them. And sometimes that's exactly what makes it real. Thank you for watching Classic Stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that remind us how powerful compassion truly is.